Hey guys, so a few days ago we put up a picture on our Instagram basically saying ask me anything. So today I'm going to get through as many questions as I can.
Alright George, question number 1. How to start being a gent, i.e. looks, clothes, etc. on a college student without a job.
Okay, how to be a gent as a college student without a job. I would say work with the clothes you have, maybe wear them in different ways, or find a good tailor and maybe the fit might be a little more pristine and you can elevate the fit of the clothes you already have, because I know I have like 6 pairs of jeans that I never wear because they don't fit right. So if you get, the fit taken care of, that'll elevate your style, and then a good haircut also goes a long way when it comes to stylish and gentleman attitudes.
Next question, what started the idea?
For Gents Lounge, I'm assuming. What started the idea for Gents Lounge? Basically, I saw kind of a space that was very open, and there was a few guys kind of teaching guys how to be better guys, and I didn't necessarily agree with all of their advice or the attitude that they came with giving that advice, like they knew something that you didn't know. So I wanted to start a channel that basically kind of showed guys how to be better guys, and without a pretentious or kind of attitude that I'm better than you or I know more than you. But I just want everyone to kind of, I like learning things, so I hope to build a community of guys who want to learn stuff too. Next.
This is a good one. Biggest misconception about what you do?
Biggest misconception about what I do? Basically everyone thinks all I do is just post pictures on Instagram all day, which there's a lot more that goes into it. We put a lot of thought behind, working with brands and choosing the brands we work with to at least convey the message we're trying to convey. There's also a lot of video work that goes into this, so a lot of editing, post-production time that you probably don't see and hopefully don't notice, because then I'm doing my job right. But yeah, I think the biggest misconception is that I don't work, but I actually work very hard, so I would say that is the biggest misconception.
Next question is 2 in 1, so I'm only going to pick one.
Alright.
From Christian, what
up, Christian?
What did you major in college?
What did I major in college? I was a film major in college. What's the second one? That was easy. What's the second part?
You can answer a lot of them.
Okay.
So second one.
Favorite
type of clothing brand?
Favorite type of... Okay. Favorite clothing brand right now? Always been a huge fan of Tom Ford, so Tom Ford.
How to style up for people who have proportionally bigger heads than their body?
Okay. So how to style up if you have a bigger head than your body, or a bigger head for your body? I would say horizontal stripes would be your good friend, because it would make your body look a little wider. Maybe a hat? I'm not sure. That's probably the best advice I could give.
Your favorite loafers to wear?
Favorite loafers to wear. I don't know if vintage artisan Huaraches count as loafers, but those are my favorite shoes right now, and I would consider them loafers. But if we have to be specific, I would go with these loafers I just got from Magnani. They are one of the most comfortable pairs of shoes I've ever owned also.
Alright, next question. What do you think of the 2 new Adidas Yeezys?
2 new... I'm a sneakerhead at heart, so I dig the Yeezys. I've actually had the first 2 pairs that he put out with Nike, so sold them, but had them. They're dope. They're they look kind of like Nike Roche runs a little bit, but they're Yeezys, so there's hype behind it. But not like gonna die if I don't cop them, but they are dope.
Top 5 things a gent needs from his woman.
Top 5 things a gent needs from his woman.
Being the dating man that you are?
Being the dated man that I am. Top 5 things. I hope she's watching, huh? Let's see. Positive attitude. Someone who always has your back is very important no matter what. And let's see. Looks don't hurt. And let's see, last 2. This is tough. I would say the ability to cook, but that's not even important to me because I cook. Yeah, I would say.
Next question.
Okay.
Next question.
I got 3. Sorry, babe.
This comes from Ray Create Style, who always comments on our page. Thank you for that. What would you say are the top 5 ways to brand yourself correctly through social media?
Top 5 ways to brand yourself correctly through social media. Stay consistent. Basically, if you have a style you're going for, don't deviate too far from the style. At first, kind of create your brand and the look you want to go with for at least like 6 months, and then you can kind of start to branch out and do a little different things, but get really good at one thing and be known for that. Also, don't post pictures of you going out with your friends or something that deviates from your brand. Stay consistent. You know, I mean, I even have a personal private account that basically I post all my pictures with my family and all that. So keep your brand on brand and keep your personal kind of personal. Unless your brand is personal, then more power to you.
What is the best way for a teenager to look classy yet casual in high school?
Best way for a teenager to look classy yet casual in high school. I wouldn't go full suits, but I mean a good button down with no tie is very classy in high school. Or a polo, chinos. I feel like just as long as they're fit, the fit is key. If it's a nice slim fit, it's gonna look classy. If it's kind of a wider, bigger fit, you're gonna look like your grandpa. So fit is key.
I'm a female follower of this page. You serve as a fashion inspiration. When you started this page, did you plan on reaching out to males only? Is it a surprise that you have female followers?
Is it a surprise that we have female followers? I mean, no, when we started, it's geared towards guys, but I mean, the information we give was basically for girls, essentially, to make guys better guys. So hopefully the girls are benefiting from that as well. So we're definitely glad to have girl followers, women followers, and I hope you enjoy the channel as well as are making your boyfriend watch this.
How can I grow my beard to ultimately become a bearded, stylish Gent?
Keys to growing your beard is getting through that awkward 3-week phase. Because for the first 3 weeks, you're going to get some stubble, and it's going to be between like a 5 o'clock shadow and a very terrible beard. So you got to stick it out for 3 weeks. I'd say try to find 3 weeks where you don't have to be very acceptable, I guess. But if you have like an office job, it's going to be kind of difficult. But if you go on vacation, grow it out like a little bit before you go and then during, and you should be good by the time you get back. But basically just make it through the first 3 weeks and you'll be good to go.
Next question. How often do you take your suits to the dry cleaner?
How often do I take my suits to the dry cleaners? Once a year, maybe. If there's like a stain or something on there. But I normally don't dry clean my suits. One key is to steam them, or if you have, it's actually an old school trick. Basically you put a little bit of vodka in a spray bottle with like a little bit of vodka, the rest water, and if you spray your suits, it'll kind of deodorize them as well. So, but just a light spray, don't soak your suits with vodka. But just an old school trick.
Are you a rich kid or just a model? Please answer.
Alright, not a rich kid, though I've tried to fake it like I was for a long time. But no, not a rich kid, not even a model.
Does your feet get all sweaty when you don't wear socks? Also, how do you keep the inside of the shoe clean after wearing them?
I always wear socks, so my feet even still get kind of sweaty sometimes because it's hot out, but no-show socks are key. Taft and Unsimply Stitched make very good no-show socks. Invest in those. It'll save your shoes, it'll save your feet, and yeah, a little bit of Gold Bond never hurt, I guess.
Perfect. Okay, next question. This is a good one for you as well. Where can I get an ascot? I really like the ones you guys rocked in the ascot video.
Dope. I am a big fan of ascots as well. We were actually thinking about making some. We might for next spring, but as of now, I would say bowsandties.com. They have a pretty good selection, or just Google ascots and you can find some pretty good ones online. But Bows and Ties would get you a pretty reasonable priced one, so check those out.
All right, next question. How tall are you? What's your nationality and favorite hobbies?
How tall am I? Nationality and hobbies. 6'1", Czechoslovakian, and I like riding road bikes, playing hockey, ice hockey, and stand-up paddleboarding. There we go.
What dry pomade would you recommend?
Dry pomade. There's two that I've used, but I'm not a fan of dry pomade in particular, but they've worked well for me. I just not the biggest fan of them, but I would say Victory Crown Barber makes a good dry pomade, and Jack the Snipper also makes a good dry pomade, or a matte finish pomade.
Alright, question that we're all dying to know. Boxers or briefs?
Briefs. Well, boxer briefs, but.
Do you always style up whenever you go outside?
Most of the time, yeah. Not when I go to the grocery store. I mean, I still try to keep it a little stylish, even with, you know, some nice sweatpants or something, but not always suit and tied.
Alright, tips on a short man to dress up his style game. I'm 5'2".
Tips on a short man. Follow Rule of Thumbs on Instagram. He will help you. Also, tailor your clothes, because things that look long on a short person just make you look shorter.
Do you do YouTube full time?
Yeah, we do YouTube full time. Well, we also run our Instagram, and we're going to launch a full website soon, so stay tuned for that.
Mercedes or BMW?
BMW, all day.
What designer or brand inspires you the most?
What designer of brands design? Honestly, after being in Vegas for Project, there was a few brands that really inspired me, and I would say Jay Lindbergh and Todd Snyder actually were like my two favorites. Just what they were putting out for spring was just a huge inspiration to how I think I'm gonna style my style game for the next couple months.
Any tips on what to do on a first date?
Tips for a first date. Pick her up, get the door, pay for dinner, and don't go to the movies. Go somewhere you can talk, have a conversation, actually get to know somebody on a first date, and go somewhere. Don't be lazy. Don't be like, come to my house, I'll cook you dinner. Though romantic, that's the second, third date thing. Go somewhere.
Next question. What's the point if you aren't answering anyone?
Sorry, the point is we're going to answer them in this video right now. So if you happen to read the caption, we explain that.
What's your opinion on different types of knots? Eldritch, Trinity, etc.
I don't know, are you guys familiar with the Eldritch and the Trinity knot? It's just like a big fat, looks really intricate in the knot, and I mean, it looks cool. It's interesting, but I'm a big fan of a slim tie knot anyways, so anything that makes a tie knot bigger is not for me. But, I mean, it's cool looking, but I would never wear them.
Last question. Suggestion on a winter shoe in places that receive a lot of snow. Something more dressy than casual.
A winter shoe... I mean, Wolverine boots, I get Wolverine boots they're not the dressiest, but they do alright. Just find something with a nice, thick rubber sole. Not too thick, but at least something that'll have some substance to it. So a rubber sole is key, or you could get the covers from like Swims or something, and they'll cover your dress shoes for when you're in the snow, which is obviously a good thing as well, but I know salt and other things is an issue, so I rarely wear dress shoes out in the snow, but I do live in California and I only visit my hometown in Pennsylvania once a year, so chances are I don't see much snow, but that's how I can help. What's the last question?
Yeah, that's it.
That's it? That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. If your question made it, thanks for asking these questions. We'll be doing this more. Blake's going to do one next, so go on our Instagram and answer his questions or ask him questions. And thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, like us on Instagram at Gents Lounge, follow us on Periscope at Gents_Lounge, and stay tuned. We're going to do live Periscopes at least once a week, so tune into those. Thanks, guys.